One of the most interesting moves this year was the trade to send Jimmy G away from the Patriots over to the 49ers, a quarterback that had proven throughout his time with the Patriots that he could be the next big thing. And being at the Patriots game, I asked a lot of the fans around me, and I'm going to talk more about that later, but what we're doing today is I am going to see, would the Patriots accept a trade at all to get Jimmy back? Would they accept a trade to get Jimmy just straight up for Tom Brady? I don't think that would be a thing, but kind of what will it take? And I also just kind of want to talk about the whole situation, what I would have done, and then what like the people of Boston think, because this was one of the main questions that as soon as I met somebody, I asked them, I said, what do you think about the trade and everything? I need all you guys to do me a big favor right now. Slap a like on this video. That would mean a lot to me, and let's go ahead and jump into it. We're already here. I have Jimmy Garoppolo right there, and I actually put his superstar development to like just the greatest. I just said it. I made him on superstar development. I also updated his overall to an 88 overall. I think at the end of this season, a lot of teams would kind of look at him as an 88 overall quarterback now, just with the talent that he showed with the 49ers. So I'm going to throw him in the trade. And then first thing we're going to do is just go straight up for Tom Brady. And now this one, I don't expect this to go through. I really, really don't. But then I want to take a couple extra pieces and see kind of what it's going to take. So the Patriots are not interested in trading him, but maybe they would be if they had a couple other things. So let's throw in some picks. Let's throw in first round picks in the next 2 drafts. Would they trade him back for that? And you can see the Patriots are not interested in Jimmy, so they're really, really not interested in him. It looks like they almost have like some sort of like, you can see everyone else's medium. They also don't want the 2019 pick. So let me see if I could even potentially work this out for Tom Brady. If I could think of a player, all of the players on this team, their most valuable asset is probably Buckner, I would say. He's a young kid, 91 overall, an absolute beast. That's close. That's really, really close. So let's... Buckner adds a decent amount of value. Let's try like Staley. I think Staley's going to be a really, really big no for them. I don't think they're really going to be interested. It's about the exact same. Team needs middle linebacker, left and right outside linebacker. So let's see if we can satisfy one of those needs with one of our guys on this team. So middle linebacker... we do have a decent one. We have Reuben Foster, who's like a somewhat young guy. Looks like they're interested in him. And look, we're still at that same level. What if I got rid of the draft pick and I gave him Buckner instead? That's what I'm curious, because I think the pick they are somewhat interested in. But you have to remember, this team, like the Patriots in general, are not big on draft picks. So they're getting 2 surefire players, and that's even closer. So that gets us to the point where we're very close. And now if I kept Foster and maybe threw in Staley and Foster, I don't know. Let's see. Same kind of, I don't know if this is possible, boys. I genuinely don't know if this is possible. I'm thinking this may be an L, sadly. Do you want to submit this trade? Very close. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to try and trade for someone that they want. They want a middle linebacker, left, and a right outside linebacker. So I need to go look for one of those positions. I need to get rid of all of my, I don't mind getting rid of first round. Actually, I probably shouldn't touch that first round pick. I should leave that. I should go Joe Staley, guys that I know the Patriots aren't really interested in. And I want to trade another team for that position just to see if we can kind of make this happen. So a team with a really, really good middle linebacker. You got to think Seahawks, Bobby Wagner. I don't know if this will be enough. I should want to submit this trade offer. Yeah, that won't even be close. But if we throw in a first round pick, and then we get rid of someone like, yeah, he's interested in all of these guys. Submit this trade offer. Yes, okay, the trade offer was accepted. So for those 3 guys, we managed to get Bobby Wagner. That's a need that the Patriots want. The Patriots are looking for middle linebacker help. So if I throw Bobby Wagner, Buckner, Staley, no, I need to, what am I doing? I obviously, that was a complete, I can totally mess it up. Buckner and Jimmy in exchange to not the Seahawks, right, or the Patriots. This is just, like straight up, can we make this happen? Would they accept the trade? It looks like Jimmy, they're not very interested. We need our last player. Gotta be, why are we not allowed to put anyone else in here? Little confused at why they're not, maybe they're gonna accept with that. So close. Why can I not put anyone else in here? That's super frustrating. Okay, let me restart this. I'm gonna put Jimmy at the top and then see going down if I can make it happen. Maybe I can just do 2. And then I can just do 2 players is kind of what I'm thinking is the case here. If I try and throw in a pick, maybe a 2019. No, it can only be these 2 guys. So we're close there. So Garoppolo and Bobby Wagner is obviously not enough which is crazy. You definitely think that it would be. Okay, let's take a step back and let's rethink this a little bit. I have all three in there now. I just had to back out of the screen. I felt like it maybe glitched or something. If it kicks him out when I throw Brady in, though, I'll know there's a problem. Okay, this is the trade, guys. If this doesn't go through, the trade is not going to happen. That's 3 studs, and still, no, there's nothing we can do. Sadly, I really genuinely believe there's no way to trade for Tom Brady from these guys. I literally went out and got the greatest linebacker in the league right now, and they don't want him. So we're gonna just have to kind of take the L on that one, which really, really sucks. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the other perspective. Actually, no, we're setting the trade, so we can't really do that. What other angle can I get? They said they wanted a left end too, correct? I think that was the other position that they said, okay, they were kind of interested. I wonder if the fact that Tom Brady's not really interested in the trade matters at all. I'm not sure if that would matter. Let's go to the Patriots and kind of see here. Go to the Patriots. Add player pick. Let's throw not him. We want Tom Brady, obviously. But I think they want a right outside linebacker. So let's look for a right outside linebacker or a left. Let's even go for Khalil Mack. If I had Khalil Mack, Bobby Wagner, and all of these guys, that to me should be accepted. I don't know if Khalil Mack is untouchable. Yeah, he is completely untouchable. You can tell certain players, like, you could trade everything away and they wouldn't accept it. Let's try and get a linebacker here, though. That's at least kind of decent. Okay, so I tried for another 5 minutes. I tried a bunch of different combinations. There's no way. No way Tom's leaving. But now I want to see what's the value of getting him back. Who are they willing? This is kind of the second part of the video, and while I do this part of the video, I'm just going to have this on the screen. I'm going to talk about my opinion on the whole situation. Who are they willing to get rid of for Jimmy? It looks like they have zero interest in this dude. Like, how bad of a player? But when I talk to Patriots fans, those guys they are completely like, they don't care, is the one thing I got from all of them. They could care less about what Jimmy's doing. All of those, they are not looking back. They're not saying, oh, we made a big mistake. All they are saying is literally, this is, okay, the trade offer. Okay, that was, maybe I shouldn't have done. That was stupid. Ryan Allen. Okay, so now that he's on the Patriots, this is good. This is actually really, really good. I can kind of see what he's worth to the Patriots now. So if I'm asking for Jimmy now, we're going to just go back and forth here. I want to see kind of what he would be worth to them. So if I offered them like Foster or something like that, but as I was saying, they don't really see it, and they literally easy. So now he's back on our team. This is just gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna do this for a while while I discuss what I found out from Patriots fans. So the first guy asked, he said Jimmy who? And then I said, what do you mean Jimmy who? And he said, Jimmy who? And I was like, Jimmy Garoppolo. And then he said, we have Tom Brady. And he said, other teams worry about quarterbacks, Patriots don't worry about quarterbacks. And I was like, you know what? That's a great way of looking at it. Those guys, like, imagine if you lived in Boston for 15 years. Like, just think about this. You lived in Boston for 15 years, and all you watched all your whole life was Tom Brady. A lot of those people probably grew up with Tom Brady. Like, let's say you started when you were watching football when you're 10. By the time you're 25, you're a diehard fan of that dude, and then you're not going to let a rookie get in the way of that. So I thought it was really, really cool. Pretty much, there was a few people who were kind of against it. But for the most part, it was that same reaction. What is going on here? Okay, I had to go back. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so that's it for the trade aspect of the video. I kind of rambled, but I just need to look at the camera to give my real thoughts. My thoughts on the world and on everything. People are too infatuated with the, and we actually talked about this in one of my marketing classes the other day. Everyone wants the new. No, everyone wants out with the old and with the new, but sometimes the old is a better option. Literally ask a Redskins fan right now how cool it was to have RG3. A lot of people would have been like, yo, get rid of Joe Flacco for RG3. That's just a random example because we're all so accustomed to wanting the new shiny toy. It's why when the new Apple Watch comes out, we go out and buy it. We just want what's new, and I think it's not a bad idea to just stick with what works. Honestly, you see Jimmy a few times, it might be cool. You might get a big attendance if he starts the next year and if you keep him, but like in general, I think Tom's the guy you go with 100%. And if Tom Brady wants him gone, because a lot of speculation said Tom Brady is actually closer. This is what I heard from one of the people. We actually gotten to go to the VIP lounge, which is like this big thing before the Patriots game where you can eat whatever food you want. It was really, really like amazing. I loved it. But I was talking to one of like the really big Patriots guys, and he says that Tom is closer to Kraft than he is Belichick, like way closer. And he said that if Tom wanted someone gone and Belichick didn't, he could just go straight to Robert Kraft and have what happened. So a lot of people speculated that Brady actually wanted him gone. This has been a complete mumbling video. Kind of interesting though. I didn't want it to go too long. It was just to kind of figure out if the Patriots would trade Brady back for him. They won't. No matter who you get, they won't. God bless you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.